Okay, we're back and we're hungry. I am Atherbieristan, filming a little Agrarian Skies action. And I had a chance to go back over the video while I was down, and I'm not sure, because it only seemed to work once, but I was looking at the settings as I had them set when this thing actually did pull something out. Bare hand, yeah. And it was these two, except, yeah, it was those two, and it was working. But I think we had the filter set on this side at that time, so maybe we'll change it back. Go back to what was working, is the theory. So we'll just grab one of each of these guys again. Oh, no. Yeah, that's the way. And of course we have no bare hand. There we go. Can we mouse? Oh, no. Sure can't. Well then. I'm not sure what that was, but the mouse wheel doesn't work. So maybe don't try that. That's what we had before when it actually took one, and now it says it's stuffed because this is processing. So that is working. It's going. Whatever that setting is, that's what did the trick. Ignore metadata, apparently, and use or dictionary, because this one was already like that. That was the default. So if you're setting this up, you're trying to get it to take these gravels, but it's still taking the dust. Now that's got to be a weird OR dictionary thing. It says OR copper there, so maybe that matches up with this stuff. It doesn't say that, but yeah, I bet that's the case. See, they have the same item ID, 3751, 3751. So that must be why. It's actually kind of convenient, come to think of it, because, well, no, it's really not. There's no way. There's nothing that makes that convenient. Okay, sorry. I take it back. I take it all back. I was lying. So there's a shiny ingot stuck in there. Why is that? Do we not have an output configured? Yeah, that's the right side, because I remember we turned it this direction. So why? It shouldn't have to be powered, I don't think. Do we got a stick? We never. Oh yeah, we do. Okay. Let's try it. That could be our problem. You never know. What do we got the redstone set on here? Ignore. Yeah, okay, so we can just put a thingamabob on there. And is that gonna work? No. Sure not. What is going on here? I know our chest's not full. Is our chest full? The chest can't be full. That... No, it doesn't have a lot of room. It's got a little bit. What is this doing? Oh yeah, I remember. Let's get that out of there. I'd like to take some of this other stuff. Oh, see, okay. We dealt with this before. I should know better. You see how this bottom half of the chest is full? Now it'll put copper. Well, yeah, because it'll be different than this copper, so it'll put it right there. Yep. It'll only insert into that side of the chest. That's what that is about. So we're going to take this block out and just add a second section of that item duct. That's the easy fix. It's not elegant, I tell you that. That, to me, ugh. But we're going to do it. That's what it takes. Are we out of item ducts? It's looking like maybe we are. Oh no, okay, we got a couple left. That's perfect. So let's get our little booties back in there. Fix this mess. I hate that. You know, for item ducks being as smart as they are, I have to classify that as a fail. And that means that we don't actually expend a pipe here. We're just gonna take that guy out and call it good. Because there's just no reason for that. Now, here's the thing. Where are you? You're probably in here. Yeah. We don't have anything that's junk. Well, that acorn is kind of junk, but not really. Oh, inventory clutter forever. So let's just toss that. That'll go into the system and whatever. It'll be in that chest. Now, you know what? Is there something else we can? Oh, that's great. It's even better. Be careful what you click on stuff with. I think we've heard this before, but for some reason I don't seem to have understood it. I don't really have anything that matches the contents of that chest. I was hoping I could throw something in there that would stack, but I just don't have it. Let's just stick those down there. We'll be back to empty this stuff out anyway. Here? No. Yeah, it didn't fit on. I want to find our saw. I want to micro block this fancy this chiseled stone block and just maybe put some covers over that and make it look right. Let's put this stuff away. I think we're done with it for a few minutes anyway. We're going to need to make some more of that and get to work on the other side of this wall now that that's working. At least I think it's working. We're going to run out of space. But we're going to get rid of all this. See, we got some little residuals. So let's go dump some things. And then we'll go dump some more things. That's a good plan. Let's get rid of this stuff. And then we'll go get some different stuff to get rid of. Oh, interception. Yep. Get all that stuff. This stuff here, we're out of that. That's garbage. 3 of each or less. We can't stack it. We're not going to smelt it. We're never going to make more of it. At least I don't intend to at this point. There's no point in cluttering up a chest with that garbage. So after we dump this, we'll go dump that. And same with these powders. We're done with that stuff. Except I think there might be a little bit in here, so we'll stack that up and get what we can out of it, and then we'll be done. So let's go. What did we just grab? Yeah. Okay, right. Just throw these guys in here real quick. A little bit of tidying up, a little housekeeping. This place is, you know, you get embroiled in a project and everything just gets thrown everywhere, and it's all lost. So this stuff is going into the void. We're just going to go talk to a man about a horse here on the edge of the world. And this will be the bad time for the skeleton or the creeper to come up behind and sneak attack us while we got our flies down and just knock us right off the world. That would be classic and horrible. And so this stuff and that stuff. Pulverized ferrous metal, that's not garbage. That's the thermal expansion version, and I think, yeah, that as well. We might keep those around because we potentially could get more of this stuff. But that's it. And we got 1, 2, 3 that we can use. So we'll leave those here just for a minute so we don't accidentally throw them off the world with the rest of this stuff. Again, check your 6. Roger. And just go bye-bye. Don't like the clutter. Anything else we want to throw away while we're here? No, not really. Nope. So where did our saw go? That's the question. I thought it would be in here. Oh yeah, there it is, okay. I looked there once before and somehow I missed it. I'm pretty sure we can make, yeah, we can micro block this stuff. Yeah, okay, perfect. Covers. And we want that in a hand so we can actually place it. Let's just go around the other side. It'll be a little easier, I think. Maybe, maybe not. That's better. That's much better. Oh, look at that. Yeah, yeah. You know what? No. I don't like that. That right there, that works for me. It's a little claustrophobic, but it's this'll go. And that'll probably go. So, yeah, that's good. And then we'll put some casting basins over here, and that'll be claustrophobic too, but it'll be okay. We won't be over there too much. There we go. That's a beautiful thing. All fixed up good as new. And let's go check on that and make sure that items are still flowing through it, because just because it was working for a moment, yeah, okay. No, that's just that visual glitch again. It's not taking anything. It's took all the powders, and it's not taking the gravels. That is a trifle annoying. No, that is indeed the symptom. It is simply not taking those gravels. And that, my friends, oh, that's super annoying. What do we do about that? What do we do about that? I use ignore or dictionary. Hit no take. No. No, no, and no. And that's on. I mean, that it shows as on. Why for you no take? All right, this right here. Oh, really? Enable low? Oh, enable high because we got this lever here, maybe? Ignored, it shouldn't matter. It is not moving items. And as far as I know, there is no other thing. There's just an item duct. There's not another way. So I am at a loss. And as far as I know, this thing only works with chests, and we wouldn't want to put it directly into another machine anyway. This is super frustrating, because this was a super important thing to do, and fairly easy. I mean, this is just a couple of basic machines, and it's just not working. And I don't know why. Is there a machine that we can build, like a filter? I know there used to be a filter in, no, doesn't look like it. Item filter from mariculture. This filter. Item filter from extra utilities. Filter pipe. I don't know anything about that. Filter. What is that? The filter allows you to decide what items a transfer node will attempt to pull out. Okay. Okay. That doesn't tell us a whole lot. Transfer node? Transfer pipe, transfer node. Okay, this looks promising. I think a little further study is in order. I'm just gonna pause this recording and read up on this real quick so we know at least what we're dealing with. And maybe we want to know. There's no recipe. Liquid transfer nodes. That's all we get when we get the recipe. That is transfer node. Energy transfer node. No, we got no further information. But that sounds promising. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back. We'll probably get the recipe on the wiki too. Okay, so that looks pretty cool, but that we're not there yet. We don't have the tech for that. It actually isn't that hard to make, but it requires a lot of redstone, and we're scrabbling for redstone. So we're left trying to figure this bugger out. And I'm thinking maybe we'll try moving that pipe to the bottom. Something that's going to try to interact there. I don't know. Maybe we'll move that over. It doesn't need to be where it is necessarily, because we're only going to be running 3, I decided, total of these autonomous activators. I'm pretty sure that's as much as the pulverizer can keep up with. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's what the little birds are saying about it. So maybe if we just move this vacuum hopper over to here, center it up over the sieves, and that'll save us an item duct. Can't do that because we're standing in its way. Is that gonna work? No, nothing likes. Gotta do that, and then we gotta do this, and put that guy on there. And that should be good. Yep. Okay, that's working again. Saves us an item duct. Gets some stuff out of our way. Speaking of, that is in the way. We actually have a little bit of room to work in here. Kinda. Oh, well, yeah, we're still gonna need an item duct there. I don't know. I think we can just make this item duct dense, and it. I'm gonna pause for a minute again, because and I'll try to get back to this, but this is just gonna be a lot of head scratching and wondering why and saying what the and sucking on juice. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna scratch my head a little bit. Okay, found the problem and fixed it. This filter with all the ore gravels in it was set on blacklist. And you probably all saw that and were like smashing the screen for 20 minutes wondering what kind of idiot I was. Well, now we know. But it's working. Took some more gravel. So, frustration gone. And moving this didn't matter, but we did it anyway. And we actually need this here. Because that's where our third activator's going to go. Speaking of, that's the next item on our list. We need another activator. I think we'll wait a little while for the third one, just because we need to allocate time and resources to other builds. But that should get us pretty well set up in terms of ore production. And I'm just going to take these blocks and craft out of those first and foremost, because we need to get transferred over to the new metals. I don't want to have a chest full of 3 different kinds of every ingot. And we're still going to be pulling metal out of here. Speaking of which, yeah, we got a little bit of iron in there. I don't know if 1 ingot's going to do it, but we'll see. I think we need another one, because we poured 3 parts. And do we have iron on us? Yeah. I think 1 more will get us there, and we might have like 6 millibuckets left over in the crucible, which we will just get rid of. So, yeah. Autonomous activator. We can do that. We need some diamonds, though, which are over here. And then we're going to flop over the other side of this wall. Diamonds are not in there. Where are all the diamonds? Are they in here? Yeah, okay. Of course, because we were running around Skyblock with our inventory, with diamonds in our inventory, all of them. This has snagged me up. I don't want to put this outside, but I am just over it. Yeah. And, yeah, okay, so there's that. And we got 1 servo in there. We got to remember that, because it's a shame to craft that up at this point in the game without a dire need. So there it is, people. That's the build. We just got to put in the missing 3 pieces there, and we're cooking with fire. So it is, I will remember this recipe someday. But today is not that day. A servo, which we just established that we have that, so we just need a piston and a chest, and a couple of Invar ingots, which are over in the other chest there. So some iron and some redstone and some, let's do this. Yeah, so we just have a little bit of junk laying around. And let's do this. Piston and a servo. And a chest. Don't have one of those laying around. And this will make us jungle wood too, which is a wood color that we don't have, so that gives us yet another look. Doesn't get us jungle saplings, unfortunately, but one thing at a time, Okay, so chest, piston, servo, diamonds, hello, emeralds, and right over here, ferrous ingot. That should work. We'll see. Nope. So that's the thermal expansion. That's no good. And that, I think, is the 10% side drop from iron. That's what we're getting through here right now. That's where that ferrous is coming from. But we do have pulverized ferrous metal. We have some ferrous in here. I'm sure of it. Somewhere. Some Invar, rather. Somewheres. It's not in here. Where'd it go? Where you go? I know that we have this. I'm 100% sure of it. Yeah, remember yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. I was gonna be like, what? Okay, autonomous activator. That is beautiful. And you know, like this just makes it that much better. A little bit faster, a little more production. Oh, and let's make sure it's getting gravel. Is it getting gravel? that's funny stuff. Ignored. Why you no get? Not that that really matters, but we'll, you know, what's going on here? Why would... Oh, here's the thing. Oh, yeah, we figured this out already. Because that is asking for gravel. I mean, blacklisting gravel, yeah. We should be... Maybe we need to vacuum that. Oh, I know why. Top side input. That'll, yeah. Who's a genius? Because it only took me 28 minutes to figure it out. And that went in there quick. That was fast. I'm not sure what that was about, but I like that. That's sweet. And now we can breathe a big sigh of relief from this little build. And that took... Whoa, hey, hello. That was not nice. He didn't even knock. That took a little longer than expected, but it came out really nice. I'm very happy with it. We might have to do something about that wall. Wouldn't that look good as like some nether brick? Yeah, nether brick. That'd be great. Maybe later when we have the nether stuffs. So our next project is this, and we need some wood. Like, I don't think we have... Oh yeah, we got some wood. Okay, let's get on it. We just need to make some slabs. No, we don't need 32 pressure plates. No, we don't. That is not the correct thing, and we need to get in the habit of using this table now. Did I just throw that wood all over the floor? No, because I'm an idiot. I'll get it. I'll get there. I'm coming. I'm a little bit slow. It's okay. And we'll build ourselves... Now, this thing just needs to be a shack. Just a little thing that somebody added on to the side of this building as an afterthought to sell some dust. And I mean, this guy literally could just be like a drug dealer. Just selling you, hey man, you want to buy some blaze powder, bro? It's good stuff. And, you know, he gets the fumes from the gold there. And I know firsthand, I've known people who work with gold. Oh, that's sketchy. Not shifting because they're microblocks. Whew. I know people who have blown glass and worked with gold fumes, and yeah, they get a little bit crazy, I tell you. Potentially. Gotta have good ventilation. But the point being, you know, this guy here, yeah, he doesn't have very good ventilation. And those gold fumes, like all day, I mean, that's gold. That's a lot of gold. It's just pouring out there into the void, trying to cast a new planet. And Yeah, he kind of loses it. Crazy Pete, that's him. We got Smiley Smeltery, and right next door we got Crazy Pete. Gonna sell us some dust. Hey man, I got the best Certus quartz in town. You know, he's crazy. A little bit. I'm glad to finally get expanding this platform over in this direction. I'm wanting to do this. We've been so busy. And I'll tell you something. This is episode 13, I believe. We're looking at maybe 15 hours, coming up maybe on 15 hours of gameplay. And I'll tell you what, I was feeling like we were setting a pretty good pace for quite a while. I'm not feeling like that anymore. I feel like we're a little bit behind the times now. And like, maybe we need to do a little hustling to catch up. I've been doing too much of this and too much babbling. And too much time's flying by and no production's happening. So that's grim news, my friends. We gotta get building. And I'm not worried so much about the quests. I mean, we like I said, we definitely do want to be. Is that gonna set this on fire? Maybe we just stop right there. Let's go this way a little bit. Cause yeah, if that burns, that could be bad. But I don't think it can burn with that gap like that. Like that's officially squelched. But this stuff out here, Crazy Pete, you living a dangerous life, my friend. And so what I want to do is build like a little box in the back. That's going to be the main, the machine room, where all the pulverizing is going to happen. And see, Crazy Pete, this is how we justify this, because remember how I say we want to have our builds all pretty much self-contained and not trying to interact with each other too much. I mean, you know, some interaction's great. But Crazy Pete is stealing power from Smiley Smeltery. But he thinks he's pulling one over, but he doesn't know that Smiley Smeltery is stealing water. So they're doing a little bread and butter, crossing paths in the middle, crookerizing each other. What is that nonsense? Just put the blocks down. That might be enough room. We don't need much. This is going to be a small build. Let's have the heart palpitations. Oh. All right, we're good. And we don't have a ladder on us, so we'll just use a slab. Oop. Yeah, I came over here to look at where we need to make a hole in the wall, just to get our bearings from the other side, because we don't want to like break through the wall and smash a machine or something stupid like that, which would be just my style. So yeah, we're gonna put an igneous extruder right under this pipe, which we'll build in just a minute, and that's gonna be our obsidian generation. I'm not going to worry about setting one up on stone, because we don't need to do that. We can automate that in some other way to just transform cobblestone at the expense of a small amount of energy, which we'll have plenty of that, I imagine. I hope. If this is any indication, we'll be just fine. And I think we'll probably add one more of these just to be on the safe side, just to have a little extra power so we're never wanting. And I'm sure this lava can keep up with that. So that's the plan. We just need to go around the other side. So we need our pulverizer back. Yeah, we need this guy. We need our sand out of there. And I was going to turn that into dust, and we will, because that is the point. I mean, we'll just put it in there, and eventually it'll get delivered. But we need this guy back so we can plunk him down on the other side. And we are right now, we got no. In fact, I think we're gonna rob that autonomous activator. We're gonna steal that guy back out of there, out of this system. So, because we need to rock some dust in a big way, and I do not want to sieve that by hand at all. So let's just go grab him now, and we'll get him set up again soon enough. And he'll be in the chest. Come on. There you go. There it is. And of course we have no room in our inventory whatsoever. But this, I think, goes in here. So that's okay. That'll work. And we'll just run around. And so, yeah. So that is obsidian. That's the easy part. So we'll worry about that later, because the dust really is the primary concern here. And I'm not sure. Let's just knock out a wall, so we can see what we're dealing with. You know, because trying to do some guesswork about all this, that's not making me happy. And damn, this is an awfully small ledge. So there we go. We need to get an aqueous accumulator set up. So let's have Crazy Pete's sub-basement level. He'll have a little cistern down there, some kind of a well. So let's go. I think we have an aqueous accumulator in a chest somewhere that we made for a quest. Don't believe we've used that, have we? No. Let's check over here. Start over here. I don't think it's over here, but maybe. And there's a piston. That might come in handy. What can we lose in this chest? This stuff we don't need. That we don't need. That we don't need. Oh, we definitely don't need this junk, but we'll get rid of that when we get back over the other side. Or this guy. I don't know how we did that. I'm kind of excited to use this. I've never used one before, and it sounds kind of fun. Dust, pile that stuff up. That's ridiculous. And we got cobblestone. Yeah, okay, we'll get rid of that somewhere else. Rubber wood torches. Alright, we're good. We're good. We didn't find what we were looking for either. We need that aqueous accumulator. So, let's just so we're thorough. I don't think it's down here, but let's run, have a look. No, sure isn't. Anything else you want to grab here? Let's take that. Let's definitely take that. And that looks good for now. A little bit at a time. We'll get it organized. Just grab some stuff on your way by. I don't think I'm going to chop melons. Do I have any inventory space? I do. We'll just clutter it up. Need melons. Clutter it up. It's all good. Making a mess. We'll go back in here real quick and juice some melons. Kitchen stop. Okay, so process of elimination. We lost it. Oh, not in there. There it is. Probably stared at that 100 times while we were making that other build and didn't even see it. And then we need our bucket, which is in this chest. Yeah. And we need to get rid of some things like this. We don't need that. And these guys, we don't need them. And that. Well, yeah, we need that because that's the wall. We'll need to put that back. And then we'll go dump this other stuff inside real quick. Hopefully we're done coming in here for a little while and we can not have this issue too much. Yeah, that's okay. And look at that, 5 more diamonds. This is working. It's not fast, but it's plugging along, and it'll be faster. It'll be faster. So we got our bucket now. What is Crazy Pete's? You know what is? Yeah. Okay. Crazy Pete's basement is it's filled up with sand, and that's where all the water comes from. Just doo-ba-doo. Floating sand. Yeah, I think something like that. Let's get us a plank. This is ridiculous. And then we'll get this guy in here and a couple of water source blocks and we'll be good to go. And we need to get ourselves an infinite water source down here someplace. A little fountain, maybe just right here. We'll have the path come out and kind of go around it. Yeah, that'll be good. Maybe. We'll see. That's kind of an idea anyway. It's the rough suggestion of an idea. One more time to the top of the hill. And so we'll get this automation in place, and that'll help huge, having a regular supply of redstone instead of 5 and 6 at a time when we throw a stack in a system that's not designed to handle dust. We might be getting some water pollution down here with that gold running like that too. And then the rest of his house is gonna be wood. And if there was some wood that looked really junky, I would use that, but maybe, well, rubber wood just makes jungle wood. We'll just use oak. And not logs, that's for sure, because that's way too sturdy for this guy. Yeah, definitely. So we'll build him up a little oak hut. Let's see. We want to wrap him up. Oh, sketchery. Wrap him up in some wood. Give him a little bit of a look to him. And so that's even too big. I think we can fit all of his automation in there. I don't know, maybe just even in that sandy area. Pretty good chance, really. What do we got for ducting? Let's go check that situation out. Don't have much, but we got plenty of metal. Yeah, item ducts, a little bit of that. Fluid duct, a little bit of that. Let's make some more of each of those. So that's copper and lead and tin and lead. Let's just do that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think ought to do it. And we got some copper. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Get the waltz going up in here. And then we just need some tin. What does tin even look like? That's 1. Tin or dust. Oh, block of tin. Yeah, that's all we got. Okay, so we'll just break up a block. We can do that. Some more of those. Someday, and we can do it. Actually, not quite yet, but once we get this other pulverizer back up here with the obsidian, we'll be able to make the clear ducts. And I don't know, oh, I'm starving. I don't know that they're better, or even that I like them more necessarily, but at least we'll have the option. So here's what we got. We're gonna run, and I just want to get this out of the way because it's gonna be simple, and then we can build the rest around it. We just want to go like that, right? Yeah, and then we'll just put the like that. We'll put the igneous extruder just right in between there, and it's done with a barrel right next to it. Winner. So there's that. And do we? No, we don't need to put that to outflow mode, I don't think, because the fluid duct should push water. So what do we need on this side of the equation? We need to steal some power, and we didn't grab any of that stuff. We can't go through there anymore. Genius. Let's put a slab here. He wants to run all the way around. We've got 4. Now that's not probably going to be enough. Let's just craft it up. Let's suck it up. How did we do this? Glass and 2 lead and 6 redstone. So we just gotta go get some leads. We shouldn't be crafting over here. Yeah, we gotta get that out of here. Break it all apart. Yeah, okay. That should get us through, I'm sure. So we need some power, and let's just pull it off the back here. We'll build this little machine setup as far back as possible, and I think at that point, we need to get some dust through the wall, don't we? Sand, rather. Well, here's what we could do. We could put this other pulverizer, like right there, facing towards us, and then we can take input from the back side of this into one side, and then output the dust, maybe out the bottom or something. So I think that's how we'll do that. It doesn't require any extra ducting or anything, and it only requires one extra bit of power, like so. So the next step after that, pulverized sand equals dust with a chance of dust. We just need an autonomous activator and a sieve, and we're done. I told you this was an easy one. And maybe a vacuum hopper. Well, yeah, we'll definitely need a vacuum hopper to hoover up this side of the equation. Be wonderful if we could get that other one to function with this as well, but I don't want to try to engineer that. It's too easy. So we need another autonomous activator, which I have already forgotten the recipe to, but we will make one. We need Invar. We got the Invar. We need a piston. We need a pneumatic servo. What did I come over here for? Emeralds and diamonds. We got the diamonds. We just need the emeralds. Are they in here? And the emerald. We have more, I'm sure of it. Not in there. That is an empty chest. Yeah, okay, we're good. Autonomous activator, and I'm just gonna start emptying this stuff out and getting it over to that other chest, because servo piston chest, servo piston chest, chest. Are we out of iron? I'm thinking we might be. Oh, and that is our last redstone. We are not going to complete this. That's a sad thing. Let us track down some iron. Let us throw some stuff. Maybe have some juice. We don't appear to be in a hurry anymore. finish. Yep, there's our iron. Perfect. Block O iron. And you know, we never set this guy up with our sieve. That's not smart. We might as well make an even number of those things. Hello, shift. Okay, yeah. 4, 8. Okay. Excellent. So like so. Oh, maybe not quite so many. That should get us there. Actually, that's probably more than we need. We need one. Actually, I think we just need 2. No, let's just make those. Forget it. It's wood and string. Wood and string. We need some redstone. Just a little bit for that pneumatic servo. Takes 1 redstone. And we're fresh out in here. We got a stack of dust. Somewheres. Had a stack of dust. Thought. We got 13 dust. That might get us 1 redstone. Because once we have 1 redstone, I mean, that's the system right there. It's starting. So let's just put this guy, let's just put him right here. We need a sieve and an activator. And we'll just give him that. Let him go to town. While we move some stuff around, I think. Are you working? Yeah. And this powdered stuff, I'm just gonna walk over to the edge and throw it right off. Let's help him along, shall we? I don't have the patience for this. There it is. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. And we just use some regular glass for that. Just like that, we got a 3rd one. Invar. And that's cool. Okay, we're good. We probably didn't really need to make that. I mean, we could have just used the one that we set down to grind the redstone, but we pretty much need it. I'm thinking we will put him like so. No, not like so. Wrench. Crescent hammer. Oh, really? I hate it. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, there's another redstone. Let's get that. No, thank you. Even if we can... Okay, we'll keep the Certus quartz dust. That's interesting how that happens. I mean, we did... Well, that was a lot of redstone. 3 of them. Oh, and if we throw stuff down on the ground there, that thing's gonna suck it up. So let's go over here. Say goodbye to pulverized metals. Goodbye. Let's try that again. Oh, goodness. What a mess. What a mess. And we're going to need a vacuum hopper. And we have 4 obsidian, so we'll use one of those for sure. Which means we just need to craft the actual hopper itself, and we've got everything else we need. Alright, let's try that again. So, I think we'll just come out the side here and have it facing downward. Oh, except we don't want it to face downward, because we've established that that gets blocky. So maybe we really do want it underneath, but facing this direction. That works. That's the secret of Crazy Pete's trade. That he's just got a little table in the back. We'll put a facade over that. Nobody will even see it. They won't even know it's there. He's just got this little table that produces his magical things. Yep. So, we want you to input from the right and output to the bottom. Yeah. And we want you to input from the top, and we are not concerned about an output. I'm not sure how this thing would have an output. I don't know how that works. I don't know what it would output. But maybe we'll find out sometime, either by mistake or intentionally. I wonder what happens if you throw this into molten gold. Huh. Okay, so there's that. That's the easy part. Now we need a vacuum hopper. So let's go make that. And we're going to need a chest, and we've got our item duct, so that's simple. What kind of crazy chest is... we've got a diamond chest over here that Crazy Pete can use. Because we're not really using it, it's just empty. And that stuff did not make it to the edge of the world like it was supposed to. So... goodbye again. Just those two, yeah, okay. Chest. Vacuum hopper. Not a space cadet. I believe our obsidian is over here. Yeah, just take one of those. Have a little sip. I'm parched. It's a tiring job running around being a Steve. Is this guy still going? Well, you're done now. Unreal. Just get rid of you. Oh, cluttery inventory. So what do we got in here in terms of aluminum? Blocks of aluminum and all? No, aluminum ingots. What is that about? I'm not seeing any aluminum in here at all. Lead, silver, ferrous, iron, silver, brass, block of aluminum brass. No, we don't have aluminum. No such thing. What is that? Why would we not have aluminum? That's kind of weird. Oh, is it all in here? Molten glass, molten platinum, molten tin. No aluminum in there either. We got any over here? That's weird. Alright, well, we're making hoppers out of iron. Whatever. We can do that. Chesticles. That guy. And we went over there and grabbed stuff, and we didn't even get an ender pearl. We were in the chest and everything. It's tunnel vision. Obsidian. Must have obsidian. I don't care about anything else. Just give me the obsidian. Floaty stuff. See, that's the problem with this type of automation. This particular machine, the sieve and the autonomous activator. Oh, it's just a mess. And the vacuum hopper, only a marginal help in terms of just orderliness. Not very orderly. So there we go, and we need more item ducts and a chest, because yeah, I don't think we want the hopper feeding directly into a chest. Now Crazy Pete wants to keep his diamond chest out of sight, because people think he's poor. So we're gonna put it, no, because we need to put a wall back here. Right, that's gotta be a wall. So, just put it in the floor, maybe? No, that's no good, because that makes it really awkward for the vacuum hopper and the piping and all that good stuff. And can we jump out from underneath that? No, we cannot. We'll put down yet another plank on the floor. So let's start with the vacuum hopper. Let's work backwards or forward, depending. So we don't need that. We did this instead, so we'll get rid of that. We'll seal this wall back up. The vacuum hopper. Why not? Yeah, just right there. Why put it anywhere else? And then an item duct. And then Crazy Pete's Bargain Hunter's chest of delight. Okay, so this guy, and that's the bottom, yeah. Better get a wrench on that. And I think Crazy Pete doesn't know about pneumatic servos. Yeah, we got some cobblestone, okay. He just knows about lever technology. Because who needs more than a lever? Nobody. And I think that's all we need. We just have to go and get that other pulverizer configured to export to the rear. And we're good. And if we need to, we can maybe work out a system to pull cobblestone in with an additional pulverizer and just pass it right through there. I'm not sure. There's a hopper mode for those barrels, and maybe we'll figure out how to use that. It's an upgrade that you can put on it. So igneous extruder, this pulverizer right here. We need to have the yellow to the back, and I don't even know that we need to go to the bottom anymore with that, because if we tell it it can, then it will, and if it just wants to send everything to the back, that's probably better, because it's gonna outstrip, like there's no way it's gonna back this machine up. That's just 10%. It can keep up. See, and then I was thinking we could take, if we set this barrel to hopper mode, put the hopper upgrade on it, and you can set which face is the hopper, so you can make the back feed into a machine. We can put another pulverizer just right behind it, right in the wall, and see what that looks like from this side. Yeah, so that would go right here. Oh no, it would go right here. Oh no. No, it would go right there. And that, the only tough part about that, and we could fix it, because we can just turn this pulverizer around so the front of it is facing the wall, and then we can plug right into the back of it with an additional source of sand that would be way more. In fact, when we can afford another pulverizer, we're going to do that for sure. And then we'll just have this in here as a little supply of sand that we can draw from to do whatever it is we need to do. And so now we got to think about covering this over. Are we starting to get some stuff in here yet? No. Why not?
Nope.
Did we not set that up? Why is it not getting sand? Oh, because this guy is not processing. If we take these out, here's a problem. That's a problem. But that problem will be solved because we'll just put that other unit in there. Yeah. Because this guy's making more gravel than this guy can deal with. And we're done over here, speaking of. And if we speed up the gravel processing, then we speed up the sand going over there. So if we have like 3 of these guys and only 1 of those guys, then it's not, even though it's only a 10% ratio of sand to gravel, in terms of actual work getting done, it's going to be more than 10% on that side because it's going to be multiplied by 3. So that'll be like a 30%, and that might work math-wise, maybe. We might not even need that other pulverizer, so we'll go try it. And this guy needs to go back here again. Oh, look at all the stuff in the inventory. Always so full. Just like that, and no, not you. You are an attention hog. That guy likes to be clicked on all the time. And we should be good to go there. Should be. Let's just put some gravel in there. Yeah, okay, we're fine. Get that done. And get out of here before we just get destroyed by drops. Oh, what else? You can go. This is garbage. Even though it's actually an iron. That's actually 2 iron. We'll just do like that. No, we won't. I don't even care. Where are you going? I'm gonna throw you away. Q. That's done mechanically. Except for we need one more little setup going in there, which we'll get, and that won't take long. But we don't want to devote our starting resources to that. Are we getting no action here yet? Oh, yeah, we figured out why. It will. Yeah, we got some stuff. Alright, it's minimal, it's going to be slow, but it'll work for now. We need some kind of a covering over for this bit. What is it? See, that's Crazy Pete's little shack. Just kind of a little lean-to, hanging out. And so now, before we cover this over and try to put a shell on it, I want to get that other igneous extruder rocking, because a supply of obsidian, like unlimited obsidian, we need that. I mean, not need that, but like I don't want to have to think about it ever again. It's just done. So let's go get igneous extruder. That was a pretty easy one. I believe it needs a pneumatic servo and a couple other little bits and pieces. Yeah. We can do that. So that's a piece of gold. And we don't have much iron left, so let's go grab some iron. 2, 3, 4, 5 for the piston, 2 for the servo. Okay, we're good. 1, 2, 3. You. Servo, yeah. And what else do we need? A piston? No, not a piston. Yeah, piston. Okay. Out of redstone. As usual. What's our recipe? Glass and tin. Okay. I think we got some tin around here someplace. Didn't we just break up a block of tin? Oh no, we were looking for aluminum. Oh, we have aluminum. Gee wilkers, I'm a wreck. What's that in bar? Okay, let's just go get some tin. Got lots of that, I think. Aluminum, silvers, tin. Not a whole lot. I think we got some blocks in there though. And here we are crafting in the corner again. Alright, so that, and we need a barrel, which is gonna be that guy. And one of those, and we just don't have any logs, do we? Let's chop down a tree. Okay, we need 7, so we need the taller, well, we need a birch tree. Yeah, they're taller. I'm still not convinced we're going to get 7 out of this, but let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, 1 shy. Oh, of course. Oh well, we need wood anyway. We'll just chop them down. And we got to remember to come back out here in a moment and collect some saplings, which we probably won't have trouble doing because we're back and forth so much between these two builds. But keep it in our minds. Crafting in the corner. Okay, and a barrel. I think that is all we need back there. Like so. Ends. Yeah, look at us go. And we're gonna output to the left. Oh, we need to be in that mode. Yeah, and that's quite a bit slower. Because I think if it was going at cobblestone speed, that it could probably outpace our lava generator pretty easily. In fact, I'm a little bit worried that it might happen here. I might have to put a timer on this so that it doesn't run all the time. But look at that. I mean, it doesn't need to run all the time. Four. Just like that. We're in business, guys. We are in business. Oh, no. Just trying to eat. Alright, let's go seal that wall up. See, that didn't take long. Oh, well, we're well fed now. We're just grinding away on the juice. Some kind of wino. And that place is a little bit rat mazy back here, and usually that bothers me, but I like this build so much that it's not bugging me too much. And maybe we'll get this chest out of here, and this should be okay. In fact, I got the dolly on me. Sure don't. Let's put. Let's make that thing go away. And we'll just dump it in there. This stuff. And go fix this up. This little hole in the wall. See, that last little bit of automation, that didn't take long. Yeah, we just struggled with resources so bad right in the beginning of that. That was pretty horrible. Yes, please. And it seems like this crescent hammer has a little vacuum effect to it that I don't get with other stuff. Do we still have those facades on us? No. Well, we need different facades anyway. They need to be this stuff. And we need some wood planks because that right there is just horrible. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think we'll build Crazy Pete up a little bit. Well, no, he's fine. He's just fine. I'm gonna leave Crazy Pete alone. Oh. I'm just kidding. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. We'll bring it out even here. Just like that. Crazy Pete's. Done. Well, not done. We'll build a little building there. I don't know what we're going to build that out of yet. I'm going to wait for a little bit of inspiration on that. It's wood or stone. You know? You can't make it look like anything else right now but wood or stone. That's a little bit troublesome. And now that we've got all this automation done, we gotta focus on mob spawners. And this should go quick. This will go quick. I'm gonna go off camera and just I've got the base built. We just need to go up there and build some walls and a ceiling and the spawn pads, and we're done. Oh, but also we need some rubber wood, like in a big way. Or some rubber rather, because one rubber gets you 16 of those conveyor belt thing, or 3 rubber, I mean, 3 of these little rubber things cooked. That gets you 3 of them gets you 16 conveyor belts, and that's not that many, really. When you're talking about the moving of mobs around on that, that's not that many at all. And the cool thing about those conveyor belts is they just run. They don't require any power. They just go. That's super neat. That seems to be kind of a theme. There's a lot of machines in this that don't require power. It's kind of interesting. In Minecraft, well, we do have the aqueous accumulator and we do have the igneous extruder, but I think other than that, like, everything takes power. So what we don't have back there is gravel and dust, like in this whole chain of elements. And I think we're fine with that. Gravel and dust, we don't really need. We got the cobblestone, we got the sand, we got the obsidian. That's pretty good. Now, the question in my mind at this moment, before we run off and investigate stuff, we can't see anymore what's going on. How are we doing here? You see, that guy is empty of lava, and he was full before with 8 buckets. I mean, stuffed. So that's a little bit of cause for concern. Like, this guy is sucking us dry. That right there, we're gonna have to just put a switch on him or something, because we can't have that. We can't. But he's good for about a stack at a time, it looks like. If we let this all charge up, that's okay. We'll get that refined a little bit as we go as well. So no complaints. And maybe we'll put some blocks under that and a facade, a cover, to kind of purify that a little bit. And I don't think there's anything we can do with that. It just is what it is. It's the smeltery. And we'll get this chest out of here, out from back there. And let's move this. This is just clean this place up a little bit before we go to work on the mob spawner. Still need to get the tool forge in there. I think right here, except that that's a wooden chest, and I think wooden chests might burn. I would like to put the lava right there, because I guess we'll do it right here. It's out of the way, and it would be really cool, I think. So, we need to make a hole there, and we need to make a hole there. Yeah, I think so. Goodbye, little block. And then, a bucket of lava, which actually we might not have. We can only really reach this one. And he's struggling. What is wrong with that chest? Okay, we're in business. We've got butt kiss for lava up here. What do we got in this guy? He's plenty full, and he's got power, so we're not worried about that. Even with the 2 pulverizers on there, he's fine. Now, we need some lava. We need some lava. Do we still have a crucible over there? Does it have lava in it by any chance? Is there a chance? Maybe? Nope, not a chance. No, gotta be cobblestone. Well, at least this isn't gonna get sucked up by machines. So our super lava source did not keep up with obsidian generation. Not even close. Not even close. That was drained out. You take the time to sharpen the dull edges of your blade. +1 attack. Ha! So what does that give it? +5 attack damage. Shift. Yep. Modifiers remaining 2. We might want to investigate that a little bit. What can we stick on this thing? We've got a book that tells us. Bonus versus spiders. Oh, so yeah. We took him out. Luck, beheading, sharpness, durability, bane of arthropods. That's turning out to be a pretty good weapon. And it looks like we've got one more level to go on that. Maybe master or something like that, I would guess. Where did that spider come from? Maybe out there. Oh, probably over there. We did not light up Crazy Pete's. Oh yeah, see, we got a couple of spots. Where? Light up, light up. Okay, that's taken care of. There's the culprit. Pete? Dude, that's not cool, man. You can't be letting critters onto the island. Oh, we got 1 square back there. I'm not going for it. We'll just have 500 mobs creeping out at Pete's place. So we're back to cobblestone for the mob tower. I think we got this place pretty well cleaned out. We'll grab the hand truck real quick and just move this chest out of here. We'll put it, oops. We'll put it out here next to this other one, and we'll get them sorted out. We'll get them cleaned up. It'll be good. Oh, we were gonna grab some lava. Yeah, let's do that before we end this portion of the project. It's probably not ready yet. Probably not ready yet. So I don't know. Wow, that wiped us out quick. And we're thinking about another generator. We need like 20 more of these things. if we're gonna do that. Maybe something like that. I don't know. How many do we have? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Shoot. See, because we could knock this wall out and extend it like one more, and just put another row right on the side here. Right? I mean, that'd be simple enough. And we still got plenty cobblestone, and we could just run that right across. Doop, doop, doop. No problem. We'll think about that. We'll think about that. We could just actually put the lava right here. Yeah, we don't even need to expand this. We might have to figure out something for the levers, but that's small potatoes. So we'll think about that. That might be a future expansion. How that is not catching up. It will. Yeah, we're fine. We good. We desperately need a bucket of lava. That's all there is to that. And we can make the micro blocks, but that only takes a second. All right, good deal. Yeah. There. Dang it. Saplings. That's great. We got some clear glass, and we got a saw. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these guys. 16 will do it. Oh, and we'll need some little corners to throw on there, I think. That's good. That's good. Don't need that. No. Whew. Don't want to burn myself. Don't die, Stan. Alright. That's good. And then with the 4 we have left, we'll just cut those into some pieces like that. Oh, let's throw the saw. Throw the saw like a good boy. And that's kind of a bummer, really. That doesn't really work out too well. As far as those textures are concerned, but that works. That works. I'm not complaining about that. Nope. I like it. And we can probably do away with a lot of these torches now. We're well lit by alternate light sources. Yeah, we're good back here. And we need to get whatever we can. Okay, no. I'm getting ahead of myself. Now we need to get whatever we can out of this chest that no longer pertains. Which isn't much. This does not. These powdery things, these do not pertain. Anything powdery from ex nihilo, gone. Anything dusty or sandy, we'll smelt that. Because that's ore. Blocks of brass. And then we'll organize this just a little bit at some point, but not so much right now. So much aluminum. Weren't we just looking for aluminum? I am an absolute dork. I will tell you what. Block of gold. That's ore. Lead block. Silver block. Oh, these get to stay. Ferrous block. Ferrous ingots. Thermal expansion. Yeah, that came out of the smeltery, I do believe. I don't know where else it would have come from. Unless it got packaged by the packager. I guess that's possible, maybe. No, because that would have to be post smelting. Iron. Coppers. We'll organize this just a little bit. Tin ore dust. Copper ore dust. Yeah, see, I just want to make sure we get all this extra junk out of here. Silver. Tin. Tin. We got tin. Looking good. Not much in there really at this point. So yeah, what do we do with all this stuff? If we put it all in the smeltery, it creates a big mess. And if we put it all in that guy, I'm not sure how that works. I think we can reach him from this window. Oh no, we can't because there's a pane in it now. I'm not so worried about this stuff right now. In fact, I'm not really that worried about it at all. It's causing me a bit of distress. I know it's resources. That's a platinum. I know, but we'll keep the lead block. Did not realize that was a block. It's just a couple of ingots, guys. And versus the headache of having it all just laying around in a chest, I'm glad to be rid of it. Goodbye. Lead. And some blocks. So that's kinda organized. Kinda, sorta. That's not. These things don't really have a home, but we're good. Actually, all we should end up with are ingots in this chest, so we don't need all that room we were putting aside for the gravels and junk before. We can move this stuff up. And I know this is probably not so interesting to you guys. This is just the ADD kicking in right here. Irons. And we're in business. That is an organized chest. That is our crafting chest now. Officially, we have done away with this station, and we will, now that our inventory is clean, let's just empty that out too. Goodbye. We don't have any of this stuff in our inventory to put away. That's the cool thing about these barrels, for anybody who may not know. If you've got cobblestone anywhere in your inventory and you just spam your right mouse button, it'll put it in there. I mean, assuming, of course, we don't have any room, so it's not going to put anything in there, but yeah. Let's take that out of here. We're going to go over here and start up a little agricultural chest. You know, let's not put it in there. We've got a garden. Yeah, let's put it right there. And we can put a double chest. It'll just stick out there when we get the rest of our dirt put. That'll make some sense visually, a little bit, until we decide to build up the floor, and then we'll move the chest. This hand truck is the coolest business. I mean, really. Oh, you just can't click chests with it willy-nilly. So everything that is organic, growing type organic, like this, I don't think qualifies. And this stuff we gotta get out of here. No inventory space. Seared brick. One seared brick. We got some scorched brick. Alright. Uh, Pulling anything that stacks. Spam, 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 spam. Just clean out whatever we can. Okay, we're good. In this chest, we'll put the diamonds and emeralds and such. Invar ingots. Yeah, let's put the bricks in there because we craft with those. Might as well have a stack of flint on hand. Definitely the glass. And some cobblestone. We'll put the wood in there. And we'll keep that because we're going to use it. We'll put the stone in there. I don't think we really craft with gravel. So we'll leave that alone. And we'll go drop this in the off with Crazy Pete to process. We're starting to get a little bit of organization about us. There's some more aluminum. We were looking all over for that stuff and couldn't find it, and all of a sudden we're swimming in it. Got stacks of the stuff. Ain't that typical? We got some sand in here. We can just go put that in a barrel. And our cobblestone's full. What about a storage upgrade 3? Increases capacity by 192 stacks. Oh, so we just need 3 of those guys. That's just a lot of pistons. We're not at a point. That's 6 pistons. That's 6 redstone. We can wait a little bit for that technology. We're okay. What about ender chests now? We got obsidian. Ooh, wrong button. Because we want to talk about getting that cobblestone quest underway. Ender? No? Ender. Vanilla. There's the vanilla ender chest. We can craft that. And we have what it takes. I mean, we've got that. And the obsidian. So we could do that. We would just need another auto packager and another igneous extruder, I think, just to set it all up all by its lonesome. So we'll get to that. That's high on the list. We need to let this kind of stockpile for a little while. Oh, we are starving again. It just never ends. Never get tired of starving. We got some ladders in this chest. I thought we had some extra ladders. We must have used them. Condense that little bit. Glowstone. Get that out of there. It's looking better. We're getting there. We're making progress. We'll thin these chests out a little bit. Throw you in there. And oh, we want to take the dust back there, which means we need a plank. Oh, we've got some, but that's a birch plank, and that's going to look funky. We don't want that. No funk. And while we're up here, I saw no spawning. Okay. Oh, we can't see that guy. That is a thing. And that scared the crap out of me. I mean, the sensation of your dude falling. Yeah, we're not. There's no getting around that. Well, yeah, there we go. Now we're around it. Dushed. Only 7. But it's dushed. So there's 7 redstone. I mean, that's not bad. We're cruising right along. 7 redstone, 8 glowstone, and the rest of this is piling up. And here's a thing. I've been just throwing these away, but we're going to end up with a lot of it. a lot. We might need some kind of a secondary smelting system set up here. Or, I mean, we could just void it. It's not so much. Yeah, it kind of is. But this system over here is simply not equipped. We can't do that. I mean, we would need a complete redesign, and it would just be it would just have to be designed to take whatever came into it, which means you would need a packager completely separately set up for just the metal side of things. And probably, yeah, oh no, it's horrible. I can't think about that. The autonomous activators and the hammers, and then you'd have to have like hoppers fill the hammers that are filled by some kind of auto crafting system, just so you could have hammers all the time to break the ores up. I mean, it's just, ugh. You know, no thanks. Let's grab our axe and calm down. And just chop down some stuff. But we did not get saplings off those trees, and they probably dropped saplings. I just don't think we got back within time before they despawned. Which we have some reserve saplings, I think, yeah. Which we don't like. I don't like to break into that. Hello. To that reserve too much, but yeah, we can. It's fine. There were like 11 in there or something. We got plenty. We just got to make sure that at some point we come out here and we stick around. Now we've got a bunch of dirt, and I'm of two minds about that. I mean, dirt is useful stuff. But on the other hand, we still have a small handful of seeds that we don't have. If we took this over to Crazy Pete's, we could put this in his sieve pretty easily. Because he doesn't have any kind of sorting system or other madness like that. Did I... sometimes Stan do that all the time. It's ridiculous. And yeah, we gotta go around here. And we'll put this in here, and we're gonna keep an eye on this chest, and if we get like a couple of our good goodies, we'll just stop it. If we get like grass seeds and carrot seeds, we need grass seeds, and I don't necessarily, yeah, we need grass seeds, or not grass seeds, we need standard seeds, just wheat seeds. Rubber tree, okay. We need carrots, we need potatoes, because I think there are recipes that require that stuff as ingredients. Like, I know we need wheat to make dough, to make pizza, and we need wheat to make, like, hamburger buns and stuff. So we've got to have that. That should probably be one of our first automated farms, right after wood. Which I think that is what we should shoot for when we finish up the mob spawner. We can finish up the spawner, and then start thinking about a wood farm. And there are two ways we can go that I know of. I mean, probably several ways, because there's golems and such that we could use as well. But we're not getting started into Thaumcraft. We need to do that as well. We need to start some of the other quest branches. We got to get some bees rocking now that we got a little bit of power. And got to get the Thaumcraft going. Definitely pursue those branches of the quests for sure. But for now, I don't know. Is that really important? Mob spawning technology? I think it is. I think it is, because that's like opening the door to some unlimited dirt potential. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh no! 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 Two! No! 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 Two! No! 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 Get out! Why won't you respond? Dang it. That was no good. That was horrible. I was just frozen with fear. And I couldn't hit the right key to save my life. That was disgusting. And all because we were having such a nice conversation. Let's grab our emergency axe. See if we can go get this guy. Stupid spider jockey. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dang, whatever. Came out of nowhere. Oh. That was gold boots. Is any of our stuff left? Where did we die at? Whoa, where's our stuff? There's the hand truck. We died right here, right? Oh man, where did it all go? Was it underneath? Did it fly? Oh no. That's no good. We don't even have a pick. Oh, don't fall through. No, it's not here. Oh, how? Oh, yeah. Took me a second to figure that one out, but we're okay. And we got some sugarcane seeds. Rub it in my face. Okay. Yeah, that sucked. Got any slabs? Yeah. That's good. Alright. Well, crap. Lost a life. We don't have our quest book on us. Let's check that, because if we're down to 1 life, I think it said we had 2 remaining. But if we're down to 1, actually we don't need to do that. 2 lives left, so that's not horrible, but let's go eat a heart. Let's just take a couple of those guys. Take a minute, catch our breath. We got another bow, and we got some gold boots. Now, I don't know about gold boots, whatever, but we can put them in the smeltery and get a little bit of gold out of them, at least, if we choose to do that. I think this episode has about reached its conclusion. We have accomplished what we set out to accomplish. This is automated. That was the primary goal. Our next goal is mob spawning technology, and I gotta think about how we're gonna collect, I think, just a vacuum hopper. We got enough ender pearls. We got the obsidian's easy. And the hopper itself is easy. So how do we not do that? It's kind of far away. That's a concern too. We do have ender technology at some point available to us. We got to get some blaze rods, I think, to really make that work. To use the color-coded ender chests. Are they in here? I thought I saw them. No, I guess not. Okay, so we're just using vanilla, ender thermic, ender infused obsidian. Yeah, okay, so we don't have the color-coded ones. No worries. That'll work. That'll still work. We'll figure that out. It doesn't need to be... The chest doesn't need to be smart, because we have applied energistics, and when it interacts with that chest, it'll be smart. So that'll be okay. But that settles that question. We don't need to build those other ones. I think that's something we're going to build. We need to maybe kill another enderman or 2. Because I think we've got 2 ender pearls left. And that would be 2 ender chests. I mean, there's no point in building 1. So, this is At the Beer Stand, signing off. I believe this was episode 13 of Agrarian Skies. Thanks for listening, and leave a like.